If you want to make a voice chat obby, this tutorial is for you. Watch the end to find out how to make voice controlled movement in Roblox Studio. This part of the video are things that if you don't do, nothing will work. So don't skip this part, watch it. It's quick, and everything in this part of the tutorial you have to do or else it won't work. First, click on game settings and save to Roblox. You can call this whatever you want, but I'm just gonna call it tutorial for the sake of this video. Then save to Roblox. After you're done with that, you're gonna head over to File, Beta Features, and scroll until you see the beta feature called New Audio API. For me, it's already on because I've used this before, but if it looks like that, just click it and make sure there's a blue check. Then click Save. After that, you're just gonna head over to Model, then Service, and click on Voice Chat Service, and then click on Insert. After that, we're gonna head over to Voice Chat Service in the Explorer. We're gonna click on Use Audio API and just set that to Enabled. That's all you're gonna have to do to set this up. Now, from this point on in the tutorial, everything I do could be copied from a model, link in the description, or if you want to actually learn, you could watch the rest of this video. First things first, we're gonna add a humanoid into starter player, and we're just gonna look at the jump power and set that to 0. This makes it so by default, nobody can jump. They could only jump by using their voice chat. Next, we're gonna head over to replicated storage, and we're gonna add a unreliable remote event. The reason we use an unreliable remote event is to send a lot of remote events to the server from the client. If you don't understand this, I recommend learning what this does because I can't really explain it that well. We're just gonna set the name of this unreliable remote event to jump activated. Now we're gonna set up 2 scripts. First one goes in starter player script. It's a local script. I'm just gonna call this one client. You can name these scripts whatever, but I'm gonna go as simple as possible. Then add a script into server script service and just call it server. Now after setting up all this is all you're gonna need for the setup. And now we could go into scripting. I'm just gonna cut every time I do something and try to explain it as best as possible. During the coding portion of the video, there will be no subtitles so the viewer can focus up on the code. First things first, we have to get some variables. I got the player service, replicated storage, I got the player, and then the jump activated event that we just made over here. Next thing you have to do is make a function that could connect wires. This just adds abstraction to your code. If you don't know what a wire is, it's a new instance added with the audio API beta feature. If you want to read up on this or any new things shown in this video, in the description I will be adding the documentation. After doing that, all you're doing is adding an audio analyzer, which takes measurements from audio streams that are wired to it through a wire, and you'll set the audio analyzer parent to the player. Then you'll connect the wire from the player's audio device input, which is basically their microphone, to the audio analyzer so we could analyze the microphone's audio. Then you'll spawn a function. You'll create a debounce variable, and then you'll do a while wait function, which basically just waits in between this running. Then you'll check if the debounce is false and the audio's RMS level is above 0.015. By the way, the RMS is the root mean square average volume observed during the last audio buffer, which is basically just the average audio. Then you'll set the debounce to true so it won't run again. Then you'll fire the jump activated event. Then you'll delay a function 0.1 seconds to set the debounce back to false. So first things first, you just have to get your variables just like last time. Then after that, you'll do the on server event for the jump activated event. So when it's fired, you will first check if there's a player and the player's character is a thing. Then you'll declare the character and the humanoid, and you'll check if humanoid and hum.floorMaterial is not equal to enum.material.air. This acts as a debounce. Basically, it checks if the floor material is not the air, then it will run it, because if you don't have this, then the player will be able to float up into the air. Next, we get the humanoid root part and the look vector of the humanoid root part. Then we get a body velocity, which I know is deprecated, but I've tried to use linear velocity and this is how it worked out. So you set the velocity, max force, and the P to these, and you set the parent, and then you'll add the item to the debris service with a time of 0.1 seconds. After doing that simple code, you should have something like this in your game. If you like this tutorial, like and subscribe for more tutorials, devlogs, and good content like that about Roblox game development. Thank you for watching this video, and bye!